I had a low chance of having children if I did not freeze my eggs at that time. Hi, my name is Zachyre L. I am 26 years old. I currently live in Miami, Florida, and I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. There was a point in time where I did feel very lost. I was diagnosed in 2015, initially with Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 2 at the time. I was a star athlete at high school, but when I was diagnosed, I obviously wasn't able to run anymore. I was immunocompromised. I lost all my hair. Chemo really took a toll on my body. A year prior, my grandmother actually passed from cancer. Is this going to happen to me as well? Am I not going to make it out of this? Thankful to God that I did and finished that battle and was able to get a scholarship to Howard and be able to run track there, which was great. I eventually got interested in physical therapy because I've had physical therapy in the past when I was going through my health challenges, and just to see how those people were always there for me. They were the main clinicians that were with me for the majority of my time. I went to University of Miami for physical therapy school, and one of my professors gave a lecture on oncology. And people look at oncology like it's a very sad, specialty to go into, but it was something that piqued my interest. Now that I am an oncologic physical therapist, it's important for me to fulfill my purpose in life, which is to give back to the cancer community. December of 2018, I had to go back home to North Carolina to do all of my treatment. I ended up having to do chemo, had a stem cell transplant, and also had to go through the fertility process to freeze my eggs, just because the chemo I was receiving was a high dose of chemo and basically would wipe out all of my cells. It was just a lot of big decisions I had to make at such a young age, but I was thankful to have my parents there with me, my sister. I eventually finished in 2019 with everything, and I got to go back to school, and I still graduated on time. I got my bachelor's in health sciences, pre-physical therapy track. I am grateful to be in this profession where I'm able to provide, advice, resources, and things like that to my patients, just because it is a lifelong thing that you have to deal with. I think a lot of people think that once you finish treatment, your life goes back to normal. For me, that was not the case. I still feel like I have effects because of chemo and things like that to this day. Different things come up in life where you may not be able to give a lot to yourself. Dedicate some time to doing a hobby that I enjoy, or going back into something that I did as a child that I love, like playing the piano, painting, drawing. Even though I may be exhausted, but doing them tired. So the advice I would give any woman in their 20s would be just to enjoy time with your family, because they're not always going to be here. I know for me, I recently found a new hobby of photography and film. So when I go home, I take pictures of my family members. I'll ask them different stories about their life growing up, and see how you can either incorporate that into your life or make it better for your kids. Grateful to be here and grateful to be doing what I'm doing.